Today, we are announcing the official recall of 1 million Samsung Galaxy Note 7 smartphones. Because this product presents such a serious fire hazard, I am urging all consumers to take advantage of this recall right away. Consumers have understandably been anxiously awaiting this announcement, and now it is the time to act. This recall provides two options, and that's important. First option, you can get a replacement phone. The second option, an equal option, is you can get a refund. It is the choice of the customer and the customer's choice alone which option to choose. The public heard our message last week to power down these phones if you have one. Today's message is to take that phone into your carrier or directly to Samsung, if that's where you purchased it, and take advantage of this recall. I'm going to walk you now through the mechanics of how this recall will work to make sure that it's understandable for all consumers, because again, we want consumers to act to get these phones out of their hands and have a safe replacement that they can use. First, consumers should look for the special code that's etched on the bottom of the back. That's going to be the key to figuring out whether or not the phone that a consumer has is subject to this recall or not. Consumers should plug that number go to Samsung.com and plug that number in, or call the company and read that out to the representative. That will be the phase at which somebody will be able to tell whether or not their product is subject to the recall. Once somebody knows that it is subject to the recall, they should contact the wireless carrier that they purchased them from, or again, go directly through Samsung to get either the replacement or the refund at their choice. We do want this process to be simple. We want it to be straightforward. And we want affected consumers to be able to take advantage of this recall right away. I know all of you do have pressing deadlines, so I'm going to stop my portion of this now and be glad to take any questions that you may have.
Is the number because they use different batteries in different phones, different suppliers?
In terms of the number on the back, yes. So that number is the key to figure out whether it was an SDI battery, which is the ones that are subject to the recall, or the company that was not subject, the supplier not subject to the recall. Well, all the phones are subject to it, but whether it's going to be triggered, if it needs to be replaced or refunded, is based on the battery.
What signs should people look out for in their devices, Samsung or otherwise, that there's a problem?
Well, certainly if it starts charring or it gets overheated, step away from the phone. Make sure that it's, of course, if it's contained, it's not near anything combustible, and immediately, certainly if it's a fire hazard, contact the fire department, call 911. But other than that, if it's contained, then contact the company, or of course reach out to us if there's issues. There shouldn't be. If there are issues in terms of getting either the refund or the replacement, please do reach out to CPSC and let us know so we can follow up on it.
Just to follow up, why did it take CPSC so many days to issue this recall after Samsung initially issued it? Because without CPSC's recall, the FAA couldn't ban the phones. So
exactly.
What was the delay in that?
Well, the delay takes time of us making sure that we get the documentation that we need to provide that independent verification to consumers that they know that the remedy that a company is providing is legitimate. And I think that's an important point of why it's so important that companies do come to us, because it works out better for the company. It's a cleaner, more efficient recall that is smoothed out, and it also gives consumers the benefit of knowing that somebody has independently checked that remedy so that they don't have to go through further hassles.